So, I'd like to share with you a trip that I went on recently. It was a trip to my grandma's place located at Ayutthaya, Perak. It's not a fancy place whatsoever and there isn't a lot of stuff going on, but nevertheless it was a meaningful trip for me. And I'd like to share about how this trip shaped my perspective on how I judge and perceive others. So we're gonna take this home. She's my rider. Let's go! So, I believe we all instinctively judge a book by its cover. We make snap judgments on someone based on their first impression. And although our judgments would prove to be right a huge percentage of time, we will still inevitably get many wrong. To give some context, I've been to my grandma's place ever since I was young. And as a kid, you can say that I wasn't the type to be able to sit still all day. I would go around the house searching for something interesting to do, and I would be out cycling all day just having fun. And for that reason, I would usually get scolded by my grandma. And even though every visit lasted just about a week, I can still remember vividly the two impressions that she left on me. The first one being she is a great cook.
So good.
And the second being that she is a fierce person. As funny or scary as it might sound, I can still remember the pressure to behave myself when I was around her. We can't deny the fact that first impressions are important, but too often than not, I find that we rely too heavily on them. We sometimes overlook the fact that there is still so much going on behind what is presented in front of us. The things we see in front of us are usually just a fraction of someone's reality. I once thought that my grandma was a fierce person naturally. She had no patience for kids, she did not like me and my siblings. At least that was what I saw from the lens of the impression that she gave me. I never knew the reason behind her actions, and more importantly, I didn't know about her story until this trip happened.
How's life now? Do you enjoy life now?
I also don't know say I enjoy life or not. At present, if no sick, then enjoy life lah. Sometimes feel lonely lor. Yeah, every day feel lonely lah. But used to it already, it's okay lor. For how many years? For 14 years lah, for stay alone.
Wow.
Boom passed away 14 years already lah.
Was it hard when you first started living alone?
Surely, that is why I got dementia lah.
Dementia?
Dementia or what's it called?
Dementia is memory loss.
Oh no. Stress.
Stress.
Then I'm still taking the stress medicine for 13 years already. 忧郁症 is it?
Depression?
Depression, yeah.
Depression? So
Yeah. Oh, depression.
Depression?
So every 4 months I have to go to see the doctor.
Oh.
Usually a long old woman, old man, old lady, old man, they are alone, they think too much. When somebody pass away, they think too much and then they got this one, depression. And you are small man, you all don't know.
But right now,
that time, 14 years back, how are you?
5 years old.
Yeah. That's why when sometimes they all come back, that time when Fate was small that time Fate very noisy, Papa watch TV, Fate very noisy. So I get so angry at that time because I got that one. I got depression. At that time I didn't take. Yeah, that time I go and see doctor already. Sometimes last time when feel very sick already and then go and tell my friend, I say life is no useless.
Oh.
They say I want to die. I tell my friend. Then my friend offered me then my brother's doctor-in-law recommend one doctor asked me to go and see.
Right.
And then the doctor give me medicine. Then I take the medicine. That time can sleep a little bit. Then okay lor. Now for boy still eating medicine
But you feeling better already?
No lah, I feel better. Not like last time so sad, and then like they want to live in this world.
Well, so you haven't overcome the depression.
I tried to stop. Last time I stopped for 3 months, and then start not feeling well again. Then I go and see doctor. Doctor asked me, cannot stop. For lost control that time. After the few months not feeling well already. And then it's still alone nobody talk to. And then
very hard to get over.
Yeah, the more you think, the sadness.
The more sad.
Sadness. Yeah.
Oh. So need to distract yourself.
When people ask you don't need to think. You know, don't need to think, but the brain can think what. So you don't say people, no need to think about it lah. But it will think. Every people's depression not the same one, I think.
Yours is like?
You can hear. I thought I have this sickness or that sickness like that. And then very afraid of telephone calling.
Why?
You know?
Frightened.
Telephone ringing. Frightened. That time serious one. Then people make noise a lot. Also very fast get angry.
I remember.
After this conversation, I realized how often I've been doing this. To judge, to have a certain thought about someone without really knowing what they're going through or what they have been through. This conversation really allowed me to put things into a whole new perspective. It made so much more sense knowing that it wasn't because my grandma didn't like me and my siblings, but it was because of something she was fighting behind her own doors. In this world where everyone is enabled to show their life on various platforms, it has become a common misunderstanding to think that you know someone. I think we often forget the fact that everyone has issues behind closed doors. What you are really able to see will always be the impression that they left you with and also the things that they choose to show you. Okay, here's a quick story. Remember how I said I would be out cycling when I was younger? He is one of my good friends that I made ever since. But now, as I am still cycling around, he's bringing me around Ayutthaya on his motorcycle. Oh, and by the way, even though he's the same age as me, he just got married. No judgment though. So, moving forward, here are some of the things that I would like to keep in mind when having judgment about someone, because let's face it, you can't really avoid judging someone. Question your judgment. I think it's important to accept that our judgment system is flawed and we can never be 100% right. You can ask yourself, why am I thinking this way? Or is my judgment based on the full picture or just based on the things that I see? Look beyond your judgment and have an open perspective. Always put in the effort to stand in the shoes of others. Listen and try to understand the reason behind someone's action. I once read a line somewhere that goes something like, if you understand other people's perspective, most of the time, everyone is trying to do right. I think it's impossible to have the full story and perspective of someone's life. There are so many factors that goes into shaping one's perspective, from their childhood to their experiences and to the people that they're surrounding themselves with. There's only so much that we can understand and take in. And so, whenever you find yourself judging others for their actions or personality, remember to show kindness and patience, because you never really know what is going on behind closed doors. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye. Bye.
下一页哦，喂，一副，哎呦，
现在有快点。